Bonjour tout le monde. Bienvenue à l'École internationale de Sunway. Salam matin. Welcome everybody. My name is George McEwen and I am the principal of Sunway International School in Sunway City, and it is my honor to be in that position. Sunway International School is very fortunate in that we are one of only 16 active schools that are running with an Ontario license. That is, we are licensed by the Ministry of Education of Ontario, Canada, to deliver credits and also to award the very highly regarded and extremely valuable Ontario Secondary School Diploma, or OSSD, to our graduates before they head off to the rest of the world on their pathways towards their higher education. And we're very honored here at SIS to be a part of that journey for so many international and Malaysian students. The most intriguing and important aspects of the Ontario curriculum from Canada, as well as the IB curriculum that we have here for our IBDP program, is that they are both very rigorous with high academic standards, but also they both require our students to pay strong attention to softer skills and I guess what you might call metacognition, and the ability to understand how they think, what they believe in, and how to be critical about the learning that they're doing, the knowledge that they're picking up, and the value of their education. So once again, the Canadian via Ontario education as well as the IBDP programs are both highly rigorous, very academic, and deeply rooted in 21st century skills. According to PISA, we at SIS are part of the Canadian curriculum, and Canada has been identified as the #1 English language educational system in the world. And Canada typically rates and consistently rates in the top 10 of all countries around the world. So the Ontario curriculum, being from Canada, is highly regarded and provides students with a very strong foundation for their post-secondary university educations. And that doesn't matter where they go to school, and it doesn't matter what programs they're in. We have graduated students over the 30 years that the Canadian program has existed here at Sunway City. We have graduated over 11,000 students, and they have gone on to over 230 universities in 29 countries. And SIS is an integral part of the education that those students have received. The Ontario curriculum and the IB program both require students to be participants in their own learning. Students in our classes are not sitting there hearing things. Our teachers are in fact teachers, and in fact it might be better to call them facilitators often. What I mean is that they are not lecturers. We do not have classes where teachers stand there and talk and students sit there and listen. No, our students are strong participants in their own learning. We encourage them to engage in every lesson. We encourage them to question what they're hearing, to be very critical of the sources that they get their information from. We teach them to communicate very well, and we use collaboration in almost all of our lessons. So students learn the soft skills, the 21st century skills that are required for the world of work that they're headed for. It's often said that the jobs that our graduates are headed for don't exist yet. That may or may not be true, but regardless of whether they're new jobs or not, the world of work in 2020, and if we think about the latest year that our current crop of students will graduate, somewhere in the neighborhood of 2027 or 2028, when our current grade 7s will be graduating, the world's going to be still a very team-oriented place, and there are no jobs that are currently known that involve people doing things individually. So we teach our students to be able to work alongside other people in order to achieve whatever goals they have set for themselves within their personal lives as well as within their work. In the Ontario program, 70% of a student's final grade comes from the work that they do from the first day of classes until the last day of classes, and 30% comes from a final assessment. Therefore, students who are going to be successful in our programs, and this includes the IB program, are students who are willing and eager to engage in their own learning and not just sit there and absorb. All right, the world in 2020 and 2021 will be no different, is full of education that requires students to participate in their own learning. And engage with their teachers, participate in discussions and conversations, help themselves and help each other learn. So if students come to our program, it is because they are eager participants in their own education. Thank you very much for participating in this video. I encourage all of you and invite you warmly to participate in our eOpen Week activities, 19 to 25 October. I encourage you to participate in all of the activities that are going to be part of that week, and I encourage you strongly to ask questions. Contact our counselors, speak with them, and find out everything about Sunway International School in Sunway City, because we have a wonderful program available for your child. Thank you.